what we're going to do here. And let me tell you that I'm so pleased that North Carolina State Centennial Campus and the things that are going to happen here, and I'm particularly pleased that I have two guys that are really very talented people, and they happen to graduate from North Carolina State, and they will be the lead guys in this design of this golf course. Now, does that mean I'm not going to take a part? No. It means I'm going to be involved with both of them, and of course, I'm very proud of them too. They do a fantastic job, and what they will do here will startle you, because they will do a great job. And as I said, I'm not going to leave them alone. I'm going to keep an eye on them all the time. Just a few statistics. The golf course will measure about 6,900 yards and some change. Par will be 71. We'll move somewhere in the area of 375,000 to 400,000 yards of dirt. And the construction period will be somewhere in the area of, and I'll be a little liberal on this because it's going to take somewhere between 15 months to 18 months maybe. Could be a little longer. Cost around $5 million. And the golf course, as we looked at it this morning, is going to be very interesting. It's going to be rolling. We're going to do a lot of things. We're going to, as you heard, we're going to move quite a bit of dirt, and we're going to make something that I think all of you will be very proud of. Before I go too much further, I don't know whether a couple of old Wake Foresters here that were around when I was at Wake Forest, and that was over here in Wake County, and they've done pretty well in their own right. Jesse Haddock as the golf coach when Wake won 2 NCAA titles. Jesse, stand up. When I played on the golf team, Jesse was the water boy. On the football team. And, of course, another guy that is one of my great friends, and a guy that has done very well for himself. And he wasn't namely a golfer. He played on the NCAA Wake Forest baseball championship team, Art Hope. And that was in Wake County. Well, of course, I could start talking about things that happened here at North Carolina State and Wake and the relationship that we have. I think the most important thing that I could say to all of you about that relationship is that I think all of us in this community and in the state of North Carolina and Wake County are extremely proud of the rivalry that we have had for so many years. And I would like to include North Carolina and Duke in that. I think those are the schools that we remember most. We don't have to like them all the time, but we have to respect what they do and what they've done. I'm sorry? Oh, I thought somebody was... Anyway, a lot of memories, a lot of very pleasant memories, and of course the interest that I have in this project is fantastic. As some of you may know, we've been trying to do a golf course at Wake Forest in Winston-Salem, and I think we're finally going to get around the bend on that, and we'll be able to say in a year or so we will have a golf course there that will be very good also, and help the competition that you expect us to have in this competition. The design of this golf course is going to lend itself to a very good golf course. It's not going to be particularly long. It's going to be very exciting. We're going to have dog legs. both right and left. And I think the site is very good. And of course, as I said, as we were touring and going over the site, you have a lot of trees, hardwoods, and a lot of great trees. And I said, if you handle those trees right, it will help pay for the cost of building the golf course, and meaning you're going to use them for wood to build the club up. And of course, I'm very pleased to hear the conversation about the ecology and what North Carolina State does in grasses and the agriculture areas. I think that is something that is very important, and I'm pleased to be able to mention that during this conversation. The topos that we have and what we have looked at on this site are very good, and as I said, it'll be rolling. There'll be some turns and so on the golf course, and something that I think eventually in a couple of years all of you will be very proud of. It's a pleasure and a distinct pleasure for me to have the opportunity to work with Brandon and Ari on this project, and I can tell you that if it be in my power, we're going to build you one golf course that you'll be very proud of. Before I leave, I'd just like to, does anyone have a question they'd like to ask? I would entertain a couple questions. Oh, I guess I did it pretty well. There, I got one out here.
How many acres in the total complex for the golf course?
Larry?
What's the total size?
200, I think.
About
A
200.
little more than that.
The golf course will probably be close to that. There'll be some areas, the range, and some areas that won't be actually playing of the golf course. But I would say, are we safe in estimating 200 acres? That's about right. Yes, sir.
Is this a course that you envision could host some NCAA or other tournaments?
I think that's up to the education department, and I would certainly think that it will be able to host any tournament, and I expect that if they don't entertain an NCAA championship, I'd be disappointed. Yes.
Can we look forward to watching UTF for the first round of the course?
I'm sorry.
Can we look forward to watching UTF for the first round of our new course?
Well, that depends. They may want Brandon and Eric to tee it up. They may want me to caddy.
The way I see it, we've got a foursome, me, you, and...
Any other questions? If not, thank you all very much, and I look forward to working with North Carolina State.